Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rach Kwadash. Double honor like apostle, bishops, elders at Great Millstone, that we're well. Shalom to like Ak out there doing this work in sincerity and truth and not for vainglory in season out of season. Shalom to the men, women, sons, and daughters of the elect of the nation of Israel, which are the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans scattered through the four corners of the earth. All right, so I just want to bring this quick scripture out. Okay. This is Philippians 2, 2nd chapter and the 12th verse. Okay. It says, wherefore, my beloved, the elect of the nation of Israel, okay, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my present only, you know, you're not supposed to be a super duper Israelite on point when the apostles are around, when the bishops and elders are around. But now, much more in my absence. Yeah, you know, so they're not around. You're supposed to be an Israelite 24 hours a day. And what I mean by that is, you know, you don't go to work with your garment on and your fringes and a border blue. No, but your mindset, you know, praying always in your mind, you know, having a good report amongst the people. Okay. You know, not being a nigger, you know, okay. Throughout the week, you know, you do the shows, you pray, you know, it says, you do the videos, you know, it says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So we're supposed to work out our own salvation. Now, are we there for the brotherhood? Yes, we are. Are we there to teach the brotherhood? Yes, we are. But you got to work out your own salvation. You're supposed to be in this for yourself as well. Yes, we are our brother's keeper. Okay, we're not like Cain. You know, am I my brother's keeper when he murdered Abel? You know, all right. Cain would be the so-called white man of today. Abel would be the so-called black man of today. All right, African-American, so-called African-American of today. All right. You know, so with fear and trembling now, you know, it's not a thing of being proud. And it's truth. You know, the scriptures say pride goeth before destruction. Pride goeth before a fall. Now, if a brother that you have had love for, you know, he's in his truth for a long time, you know, but he leaves the truth or he gets kicked out, you know, but you still supposed to work out your own salvation, man, with fear and trembling. You know, don't let that shake you up. Because remember, you got to work out your own salvation. Remember, you know, you got to do what you're supposed to do for your salvation. Okay. You know, so don't let that shake you up. You know, because remember, you're in this for yourself as well. You know, only one man can pass through at one time. You know, two men can't pass through at the same time. You know, so you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay, the scriptures say, many are called, but few are chosen. We all called in this truth, right? But are we the chosen? Or are we of the elect? That's why it says work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So just keep that in mind, you know, all right? So I hope you've been edified, and with that, shalom. Move forward. Shalom.